Well, hello, everyone. We have Bart and Jennifer Mills with us today, our local movie reviewers. And today we're going to be discussing a new movie called Thanksgiving, but it's kind of maybe a different traditional Thanksgiving movie than what many may expect. Now, I did see that it stars Patrick Dempsey, that I believe was in Grey's Anatomy. So tell us a little bit about this movie.
Well, this is all based on a fake trailer that Eli Roth did for the Grindhouse movies in 16 years ago. And so the idea is it starts off as a fairly traditional horror movie. We start off with a scene where the local Mega Mart is open on Thanksgiving Day. There is just a flood of people breaking into the store to try to get their free waffle iron for Thanksgiving Day. There is a comically horrific scene of people just dying and squashed to death and everything else as people race and fight over the Thanksgiving things. And a multitude of people in the town of Plymouth, Massachusetts, of course, die. And a year later, somebody has come back for revenge. And what we have is then a fairly traditional, if slightly comic, slasher movie.
Right. So, Bart, what you're saying is this is based on a true story.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a cautionary tale of late stage capitalism.
Yeah, so it is a scary movie. Definitely not something that, you think family friendly, fun, like good hearted, but this is actually, is it going to make you jump out of your seats?
No. There were no jump scares. It really wasn't scary per se.
Okay.
It's sort of a homage to 80s, cheesy 80s horror movies.
All right.
A lot of really fake gore. And I mean, it would be great to see this in a theater full of other horror fans, because there'd be a lot of laugh out loud moments with how some of these people are killed and, their heads pop off and things like this. In a funny way, okay? But I wouldn't suggest, taking your little ones to it, because they're going to be traumatized.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially if heads are popping off,
Spoiler alert, yes.
Yeah. Now, I will say that Rotten Tomatoes did give this a favorable review, actually 83% approval rating. So, what do you think?
I think that might say more about Rotten Tomatoes than it does about the movie.
You trust Rotten Tomatoes, FYI.
Yeah, but it is absolutely fine for what it is.
Right.
I would argue that it's probably. He doesn't lean in. Eli Roth is a relatively famous horror director. It's a $15 million movie, so they didn't spend a lot of money on it. It's really an homage to 80s horror, and for what that is, it's fine. They could lean in more on the joke. He needs a punch-up guy. It could be a little more absurd for my taste, frankly.
Right.
But it's a good time, and it's one of those things that'll probably run on cable every Thanksgiving for the next 30 years.
Now, I don't think this is going to be a huge blockbuster hit, but do you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways?
If you're a fan of 80s slasher movies, go see it. It's fun. Otherwise, you'd probably hate it.
If you're looking to be scared, then you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But if you're just in it for the fun of it, or you're a big Eli Roth fan, then go see it.
All right. Well, Bart, Jennifer, thank you as always for joining us today, reviewing the movie Thanksgiving, which is out now around Thanksgiving Day holidays. So, yeah. So thanks once again. And don't go away. We have more when we return.